The bystander's cell phone video begins with police restraining a man on a Minneapolis street Monday night. An officer is pinning the man face down by pressing his knee into the man's neck. For at least 3 minutes on the video, the man pleads for help, saying he couldn't breathe at least a dozen times.
I can't breathe.
Then he becomes unresponsive. Bystanders shout at the officers.
Get off of him now!
The man, identified as George Floyd by the lawyer representing his family, was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Today, the mayor called it wrong at every level.
What we saw was horrible. Completely and utterly messed up.
Hey, Lupin, look at this news. It's very depressing.
Why?
Alright, I tell you. Mr. Chauvin, a white American police officer, is accused of keeping his knee on Mr. Floyd's throat, preventing him from breathing. People also demonstrate to demand justice for black people now. Racism processed today, which is astonishing.
However, I believe the issue has improved. It had been considerably terrible before. Numerous people were treated unfairly because they were black. I'm not surprised that black people like myself has recently become aware of racism. It's because we don't believe racism will go away.
Yeah, I completely concur with you. Anyway, you remind me of a story I used to learn in high school while studying English literature with instructors Suraiya and Shelly, and the poem called The Little Black Boy by Willam. It is very interesting.
Wow, that's a fascinating topic. Could you explain the poetry to me?
Sure, of course.
The Little Black Boy by Willam.
My mother bore me in the South wild, and I'm black, but oh, my soul is white as an angel. It's the English child, but I'm black, as if bereft of light. My mother taught me underneath a tree, and sitting down before the heat of day, she took me on her lap and kissed me, and pointing to the east, began to say,
"Look on the rising sun, the gods that live, and give his light, and give his heat away, and flowers, and trees, and beasts, and men receive comfort in morning, joy in the noonday. And we are put on earth a little space, that we may learn to bear the beams of love, and these black bodies, and this sunburned face is but a cow, and like a shaded grove.
For when our souls have learned the heat to bear, the cloud will vanish, we shall hear his voice, saying, Come out from the groove, my love and care, and round my golden tent like lambs rejoice. Thus did my mother say and kissed me, and thus I say to little English boy, when I from black and he from white cloud free, and round the tent of God like lambs rejoice. I'll shade him from the heat till he can bear, to lean in joy upon our Father's knee. And then I will stand and stroke his silver hair, and be like him
was it, Lil Pen? Now let me summarize you about the story again. A black adolescent told the story of how he came to know himself and God. The African-born adolescent believes that, despite his black skin, his spirit is as white as that of an English child. He also describes how his loving mother taught him about God, who resides in the East and provides light and love to all creation, as well as comfort and joy to humanity, considering the quote, "We are here to learn to embrace God is love."
The final stanza has a special place in my heart. As a black person, I don't only comprehend but also truly feel the message. It makes no difference how good we are. We will not be equal to white people until we all die. Wow, this stanza is very depressing. In any case, it appears that this section is the poem's major point.
I know, right? This stanza is the poem's focal point, which relates to Delphi's case. It merely demonstrates Blake's point of view that he was outspoken about numerous negative and downright racist preconceptions regarding black people that have persisted from the past to the present. They will be able to live happily only in the hereafter when they meet God. It was so sad.